a cozy
Yeah.
color, you know?
It's a little different from here. It's
You know what I related to? That cozy feel?
Huh.
Like when your mama cooks some good gumbo
Oh yeah.
and you eat it and that shit look like a tranquilizer because you feel like you just want to lay down and go to sleep.
Hell yeah.
You get into a good argument with somebody and they want to fight you. Like, go ahead on with all that, bro.
Yeah.
I had some gumbo.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead on with all that, bro. You'll let him win the fight.
Yeah. I'm chilling today, bro.
Yeah,
I'm chilling today. I got that itis in me.
You ain't lying, boy.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Pickles House.
Yes.
I am excited for this one today, bro. I got my brother Nature Boy in the house. This man,
Yes.
he is a staple in New Orleans comedy scene. Runs Comedy Gumbo, and like one of my favorite rooms in the city, bro. It's always it has always been. You want to do some promoting up top first? If you're seeing this, hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that and like button, and share it with your friends, so everybody can enjoy this wonderful episode. What's up, Nature Boy? You want to do some promoting up top?
Yeah. So let me just say hello to everybody out there. This is my first time on the podcast. I'm enjoying this ambiance. It's real nice. Yeah. So Pickle talked about my show that I help produce called Comedy Gumbo. So it's every Thursday here in New Orleans called Comedy Gumbo. And the gumbo is spelled Gumbeaux. Cajun French.
You heard me?
Yeah.
You heard me?
So I produce it, I perform, I do the music, I host it. I'm the only one that don't take home a check. I do everything else, but I don't take home a check. I'll get broke after the show.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But yeah. So Comedy Gumbo has just celebrated a few months ago their 12th year anniversary. So 12 years we've been doing the show.
Shout out.
Yeah, we've been getting comedians from all over: New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Chicago, L.A., Detroit, New York. You never know who's gonna stop by.
Yeah.
Hence why we call it Gumbo.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I love it. It really is one of the most diverse shows in Louisiana.
Yes.
Because of that, you guys bring headliners in. We get to fucking open for real headliners over there.
Yes.
I've gotten to open for Craig Robinson.
Yeah.
Over there.
Craig comes through there all the time. And Craig's like one of the fellas. Like when he come through, he just hang out. And he don't believe in all that fanfare stuff. He comes by himself and he leaves by himself.
Yeah, he's cool, bro.
I'm telling you, somebody was trying to talk to him one time and trying to like get all that kind of running behind him type stuff. Hey man, Craig was like, look, I'm one of the fellas. I didn't come here for that.
Yeah. We
can hang out. We can talk out. You ain't got to freak, man. You ain't got to freak out. I'm just Craig, man.
I got to sit there and talk with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and have
cool
a conversation.
People, yeah.
He was telling me how much, I told him, Bernie Mac. I asked him if he ever met Bernie Mac. He was like, man, Bernie did so much for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I love Bernie Mac.
Yeah. Because they did, there was the show back in the days together. I don't know if they did two different seasons of, what's the show?
I don't know. Did they do a show together?
Well, not a show together, but
or was it the Bernie Mac show?
No. It was I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. It's one of the premier comedy shows, urban comedy shows from back in the days.
Def Jam.
Def Jam. I don't know why I can think of Def Jam.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they did Def Jam. I think
I didn't know that.
Bernie did maybe 2-3 seasons. They didn't do the same. They didn't do the same show, but I'm sure they ran across each other because So, but yeah,
they did. He definitely is. He's a down to earth person, dude. He was down here, And I got to chill with him in other bars and stuff doing shows.
Yeah, he made his rounds
places.
to all the different shows.
Yeah, he prepared down here for what he's doing out there right now. He prepared. When I was in Detroit, about what was it? The 11th.
Yes.
That area of this month, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he was out there headlining a show. And I tried to go. It was at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. And I hit him up and I was like, yo, can I come do? I tried to get it on the open mic. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But they were already filled up or whatever. And I hit him up. I was like, yo, I know Craig. Can I come do a guest 5? And they were like, no guest spots. I was like, that's some bullshit.
That's all good. Well, the thing that helps me when I go visit other shows, so I won't be let down. I like to go and be a guest.
Yeah.
So I like to go there and watch. Now, if they allow me to do some time, that's cool. But if not, you can't go wrong with being a guest and watching the show.
Right. No, you can't.
You know.
But last year, after Ida, I went up there and I got to do a spot and I killed the room.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I killed the room. It was great.
Nice.
That's Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle. Shout out. That's a great room, dude. It is a great room up there. They got a lot of great comedy rooms up there. I've been blessed to be able to do around 6 shows.
Okay.
I got to do a guest spot for Billy Sorrell up there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pickle, you get around.
I get around a little bit.
You moving that pickle, huh? Well, that's all right, boy. I ain't lying, boy.
Hey, Tupac, baby, I get around.
How many babies you got out here moving that pickle like
Just
that?
one.
Just one.
Just one that I know of. Another good person I got to open up for at Comedy Gumbo though was Rojo Perez. That was.
Yeah, that's right. You did do that show. That was a great show too.
And I knew Rojo already because I opened up for Ben Roy at Comedy House.
Okay.
And Ben took me. That was I think 2021. And after that night, like me and Matt Owens and Ben went to a bar, and it was like a bunch of comics from out of town, you know what I'm saying, just in New Orleans. I was like, holy shit, I done found a secret well, a secret well of talent in my city. I done made some good friends, you know what I mean?
Well, you got a good name in the city, man. I don't know anybody that has anything bad to say about you. You know, you always hearing certain things like I don't fool with that one, I don't work with that one, this guy's hard to work with or whatever. But I've never heard anybody say anything bad. You know, the way that you talk on stage is always kind of like funny and positive. It ain't like trying to destroy anybody.
Do you remember me before the pandemic? Do you remember whenever we used to do the little room in
yeah.
Do you remember me then, bro? I would be one of the last people to go up.
But you know, all that stuff strengthened you, man.
Yeah, I was horrible. You know what I mean? I was. If you don't remember, I'll tell you. I remember I was horrible. I was really bad when I was in my figure it out stage. You know?
We all go through that. I'm sure, you know, that's part of the thing. It's like when you're trying to get dreadlocks, you know what I'm saying? You got that cookie bush at one point, and then you stuck twisted.
Yeah. You know before we get too far, do you got anything else to promote?
Yeah, so one more time, Comedy Gumbo is every Thursday at 8 o'clock at the Howlin' Wolf. Starts at 8 o'clock on time. So I know sometimes people don't like to be on time, but it's going to be at 8 o'clock. And then the following day, I'm doing another show in Harahan.
Okay.
It's called Rivertown's Comedy Showcase.
Is that Brandon Haynes?
Yes, Brandon Haynes is going to.
That's a good show, bro.
Yeah, I think he's going to be headlining. Yeah, he's going to be headlining. It's going to be me, him, Boomer Doe, Jorge Velasquez, Jerry Gilliard.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. Cyril Maurice, he's going to be performing as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, it's going to be good. So that starts at 8 o'clock.
Dude, you're going to love that green room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's like one of the best green rooms. It's sitting right next to Comedy Gumbo's green room.
Yeah.
You might get in that bitch and be like, this might be better. But
it ain't one of those green rooms. But
it ain't one of those green rooms. We Comedy Gumbo got the green room.
That's great. But yeah, that's going to be a great show. And I work with a lot of guys on there. Are some of my favorites to work with. You know, Boomer Dole is what I would call my big brother in comedy. I've been doing Boom.
I never met him.
Yeah, you should come out. Just be a fly on the wall.
What date is it?
This is Friday, the 30th.
The 30th? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, dude, I'm actually in Alabama.
I know you had something going on. You always got something going on. That's what I hear about you. You always moving the pickle.
I got a headliner spot in Alabama, dude.
That's good. Congratulations, man.
It's great, man. They asked me to bring an opener. Dude, I asked like 7 people. And it's like everybody. I love our scene because, like, bro, we grown so back. It's like everybody I asked to open for me is busy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Which is, it's and people who want to, you know what I'm saying?
It's just
but they
timing,
busy, which is amazing because we're working. You know what I mean? Everybody's working. We got a nice system going right now.
Well, that's good.
We got shows. Everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Oh, I want to tell you one more time. Thank you again for coming through. For for the show at the House of Blues at the last minute. I really appreciate you.
House of Blues. Shout out to the House of Blues for letting us do that, man.
Yeah,
that was a great show, bro.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming through at the last minute.
Yeah,
you know?
no problem.
And then on top of that, you help hustle to get other comedians too at the last minute.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, because so what it was, the promoter got in contact with the last minute and said, hey, look, the guy who was originally supposed to do the show, he pulled out, and I got people coming, so I need somebody to come in and do the show. And I said, okay, well, I said, all right, well, let me see if I can talk to some people and, get some people out. I called you, and I hosted the thing. I hosted, and I made sure that we had some great guys like yourself and
it was a good line.
Brandon Haynes and so forth, Catchy. It was a lot of, to say it was a last minute, the day of planning, man, that thing looked so rehearsed.
We had some good people on that one, bro.
Yeah, and I just want to send a shout out to all the comedians that came out. I really appreciate you all for just hanging in there at the last minute, because I know that's a lot.
Well,
man.
They liked us. Yeah, it was a important show, so we could start doing shows at the house.
Yeah, so that was like kind of like a little kickoff.
I love that, man, and they liked it. So you got you a good hosting gig over there now.
Well, we still in negotiation. I'm talking with production, like with Sly, you know, and Avery. So send out shots out to those two guys.
Sly and Avery, they good. Sly, I met Sly in the heat of the pandemic. I think it was 2021. Did you ever come to Honda Wanda's?
I've been to Honda Wanda, but I didn't meet him there.
We were fucking packing Honda Wanda's out during the pandemic.
Yeah.
In 2020, end of 2020.
Now that's a really nice room too. Are they still doing it?
Well, at that time, Marcus Bond was running it. No, they're not doing it anymore. Because what happened was we ran that bitch till shows started, and it was Thursday night. And Comedy Gumbo came back, and other shows came back, and we started doing book shows and shit.
That's right. It was on a Thursday. That's right.
Yeah.
That's why I was only able to go twice, because it was a rare.
That bitch was the Lion's Den in the pandemic. I mean, dude, we had a crowd of people.
Trying to find me a cougar there.
A crowd of comics. They had a fire green room too, because they had an upstairs that we used as the green room, and we was blowing that bitch out.
Oh
too.
Yeah.
We was smoking in that bitch. I mean, you could smoke cigarettes and
I
weed.
saw a dude. I don't know what this dude was smoking. This dude was bent up. He was in the corner just.
They got that. That's the Honda Wanda's is right next to the hood tree in
What? I'm gonna tell you something.
In that area.
If you're not used to that area, you definitely would be scared to go walk in Honda Wanda's.
Yeah.
Because it's smack in the middle of the hood in the third wall. I'm from Uptown, right? And then right after that, you got like the wine knows have the little area where they congregate.
The hood tree. If you know what I'm talking about, like every area got that hood spot where they put the chairs and everybody goes, people do their dirt there. And
BYOB.
Yeah. Yeah, and Honda Wanda's in the hood. One time we came out that bitch at the end of the night, and there was a dude just walking with a gun, like
built-in security,
chucking. You know what I'm saying? Chucking down the street, fucking.
Yeah.
Oh man, shoot. Ed Black was like gun, and I was like, oh shit. We all just fucking walked. Fuck that car time.
Oh man. Well, that's the one thing about comedy, man. There are a lot of stuff in comedy that's not funny, and then you later find out like that could have went sour.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the first time I went to Honda Wanda's. My set, the first thing I said was like, I pulled up and I was like, fuck it, I guess I'm getting robbed for comedy today. That's the first line I said out there.
Yeah, well, the good thing about that, like if you didn't get paid at Honda Wanda, you'd be like, you know what you gonna rob? I ain't got none. I'm at Honda Wanda.
Yeah, I'm here with you, buddy. We in together. All right, you got anything else you want to throw out there?
I'm also a little further back. I got I'm doing the show. I'm hosting at Comedy House NOLA.
All right.
For Carrie B, who's gonna be featuring. But
nice.
Our headliner is gonna be Grace Fraga. She's from California, originally from here. I worked with her too. So me, her, Boomer, Carrie B, Red Bean. Oh man, Gary Giriard. We all go back, way back in the days in like the '90s. As far as like doing comedy, And so that's gonna be a great show, man.
Well, what's the date on that?
22nd of October, and I have 2 shows. I have a 7 o'clock show and a 9 o'clock show. So that's gonna be really good, man. So I'm excited about that. Working with her again, and it's you know it's always good when you go back. You know me. I always say it's all about going back. Keeping the main thing. When you go back to your roots, you know, where you became, the people who was there, it's a whole new, different, I don't know how to describe it, man. But
that's what I love about New Orleans, because New Orleans was like a hub for some great comedians that you wouldn't even realize. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to sit Red Bean where you're sitting and have a conversation.
Red Bean could fit in this chair?
He did. Shout out Red Bean.
Man. I don't know how you didn't have to put him on the floor or nothing?
No, he didn't. He was
got
good.
some crates outside. He just nigga sit on them, you know what I'm saying? Red Bean. That's all right, but y'all coming up.
But
y'all coming up.
But he was telling me about all the people he used to do comedy with back in the day here, and it's like, what's that?
Ken Jung.
Ken Jung.
Yes, there was with the little group Brown.
Yeah.
Because Ken was the one that got me
Brown
doing
improv.
Got me doing comedy too.
Yeah,
I used to go to the
I heard
True Brew.
I heard Theo Von went through Brown Improv once or twice.
Yeah.
I mean, Mark Norman went through down here. Fucking Tiffany Haddish came through here.
Sean
Patton. You know, like, we got some fucking names, and if you don't really like keep your eye on comedy, you wouldn't know that shit. You know, it's an amazing thing.
It is. We have a great scene, but the only thing I can say, we still in the shadows of the good cuisine, and the jazz and stuff like that too. So a lot of times when people come to comedy in New Orleans, it's like an underground thing. So if
it is. We are the underground. We're the underground of USA. Dog. Like, I didn't even know once I got my calling to fucking comedy, and I started looking at our scene. Like, I started looking shit up in New Orleans. I was like, oh my God, we're like the biggest comedy scene underground in America.
We like a mixtape.
Yeah, and it's fucking, we're like hidden, bro. You know, and that's kind of what this is about. We're trying to come to light, you know? We deserve to come to light. We do. Because we got a lot of talent down here.
We do, man. That's why I like all the different rooms. You know, I'm not always able to jump in there and go to every mic and just hang out like I would like to, but I do when I can. I like to, say that, hey, Comedy Gumbo is here and we supporting what you guys do. I'm glad you guys are doing your thing. You know, I always say it's like in New Orleans, comedy is one big room. We just have different rooms.
You
know, like Comedy Gumbo is, and when you walk outside of Comedy Gumbo, there's your place. You know, the other bar, whatever.
I mean, we got something every day of the week. And what I like about
that's true. Every day of the week.
What I like about it now is after the pandemic, the way we've come back, it's like we're unified more than what we used to be.
Yes.
And we're working together, and we respect. Everybody can still have their own opinion.
Yes.
But we respect each other at the same time.
Yes.
You know, which is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing. And I love that we have so many different perspective. For instance, like when there's a big news topic, of course everybody's gonna probably jump on that topic.
Yeah.
But it's just so good to see.
I hate that shit, bro.
Well, it's good that you can see so many different people with their different spins. Yeah. Like I'll give you that, like when the Queen died, all the different things talked about.
The Little Mermaid now, dog. When you.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Look.
Monkeypox.
There was a comic in our scene that was working on a joke about the Little Mermaid, and then Mark Norman puts out a fucking post, and it's got what he was working on. And I tagged him in it. I was like, oh, shit, you can't do it. Like, I guess you can do it, but Mark kind of fucking threw it out there.
Yeah.
That's the one thing, like, bigger comics, they'll throw them jokes out there, and it's like, it make you feel good because, all right, my brain is on the same fucking path as the professional comics that are doing it big.
Well, you know what that tells you? You're a good writer.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my brain is developed to the point where I'm able, or that person also is able to like write in a professional manner. You know what I mean? Our thoughts are going in that way. So that's why I'm telling you, like, we trying to bring this scene to light because we got a bunch of talent down here, man.
Yes.
And we deserve that to sell tickets on the road and survive with comedy. You know, I mean, having a job is one thing. I still work. You know what I mean? I'm poor. I don't make no money off this podcast or anything. I barely. Well, I get bookings. You know what I'm saying? But that's still like $20.
Hey, you know what?
And it adds
you
up.
You gotta hustle, man. I mean, this is a hustle thing. A lot of people don't realize that they just think it's gonna be overnight. I remember one time. I'm not gonna say who it is, but there was a guy. He's still doing comedy, as far as I know. But his first time at Comedy Gumbo, this guy came to Comedy Gumbo with a manager, a publicist, a bodyguard.
Don't you love that?
A valet.
Oh, Lord.
I mean,
a valet.
This dude had everything. He had so many dudes. I thought it was a rap concert.
Was he brand new?
Yeah, he was brand new.
Don't you love seeing that? Like, I love seeing.
He had one guy used to always hang with him. He just wear a little small backpack. And we didn't know his name. We used to call him Backpack Guy. Where your backpack guy at? You know what I'm saying? This dude had a small backpack. I mean, like, like Baby Shark. You know what I'm saying? You know? That was his name. We were like, where's Backpack Man? You know what I'm saying? What is his? And, that was before all the bombing stuff was going on. So we didn't, we didn't think there was nothing bad back then. But yeah, man, so a lot of times we get caught in our own head and we think that we're an overnight success.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, you deserve to feel that you are great.
That's that young mentality too, though, because whenever you come into comedy, I get it. I had big ideas in my head. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I went to a show, and I went to a book show, and then I went to an open mic, and it was like my first or second open mic, and I did okay. And I went back to the show. I was like, all right, I got to be ready if they ask me to go on stage. You know what I'm saying? It's that new mentality. They're not about to ask me to go on fucking stage. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I? They're not about to ask me to go on stage. But it's a delusion that we
know what this show could use? It could use another pickle. That's right. We could use another pickle.
But it's a delusion. Like, as a young comic, we tell ourselves those things, and then we kind of get discouraged when it doesn't happen. But you start to open your eyes to see how the system works within that area.
It's a thing where you just have to let some things be.
Yeah.
We force it. We do a lot of forcing.
We try to, yeah.
Because it's, and a lot of times we have that, it's me. And that's why you have a lot of comedians. Well, I'm going to say guys and girls that do comedy, it's not really comedians. They only for their own fame, their own, get their viewers up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're narcissists.
With their selfies. Look at me on the mic. Or look at the mic on me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're going to get. But you have to, like I said before, you have to be a student of what you do.
Definitely.
Over 20 years, and I'm still considering myself a student because I like to watch.
Yeah.
I like to enjoy. I'm not one of those guys. If you notice, when I go to mics, especially when I go to mics, whether I perform or if I'm finished, I watch the entire show.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys like, well, I'm done. I'm about to go. See you later.
Yeah.
Like some guys take it like an old beer can, crush it up and throw it over their shoulders. But you have to, it's almost like medicine. You have to, make sure that you take it all in.
Definitely.
I like to watch y'all. I like to watch stuff that y'all do. I like to find out what makes you you. I mean, are you a guy that paced the floor? I mean, paced the stage, or a guy that like to stay by the mic? Or like the guy that won't even touch the mic? You're monotone. You're loud. You're charismatic. You know what I'm saying? I like to watch everything. What makes you you?
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? And also too, from a coaching standpoint, if it's something I can give you,
it's helped.
I'll come to you later and say, hey, you know what you could have done?
Yeah.
It might help you out. And I do that kind of stuff.
I do that same thing to see if I can take something from somebody and actually put it in my own repertoire of tricks in the bag. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we got so much talent here. Like Catchy for one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Catchy taught me like little movements. You know, a shoulder shrug.
Shout out to Catchy.
Catchy, what's up, my girl?
Appreciate you for the House of Blues show. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Like a little shoulder shrug or a movement can be a joke. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And it just depends on how you present your whole fucking demeanor on stage.
Gestures and movement.
Way,
yep, that's right.
The way and she, like I do that type of stuff. I watch comics for
facial expressions, all that kind of stuff like
everything,
that.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be a student and pay attention to everything, especially when you're new. You know what I mean? Because you're also developing who you are as a person still.
Oh yeah.
Because people don't realize that getting on that stage is a whole different animal. Because there's so much going on around you. Just holding the mic. I used to never be able to hold the mic. You know what I mean? I would have to keep the mic on the stand.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to hold the mic, bro. You know.
I've seen some guys do that. They get by the mic and they just, yes, my name is so and so.
You gotta learn. You know.
They jump in and out. You know.
I wanna before we go to any further, I wanna like start getting to know you a little bit. That's what this is about.
All right.
So tell me where you from.
I'm from here, born and raised, New Orleans. Originally, I grew up uptown New Orleans, Central City, Third Ward, whatever you want to call it. So I grew up uptown. Went to public school, so that could be why I'm so crazy on stage. Yeah, but yeah. So and I just celebrated a birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Turned 25.
I wish. Man, boy, I wish. 25. Woo.
You're a young man, don't sweat it.
But I've been doing comedy over 20 years. I started like 96, 97. I don't even keep track no more. I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
So and I got on the scene. When I got on the scene, it was I used to perform at this place called the True Brew.
Okay.
And every Tuesday they used to do open mic, and I went there one time and Ken Jung was there.
Yeah.
Ken was doing this thing, and he did the little martial arts jokes. Oh, I never forget that. Damn it, you bastard! You killed my teacher. You know. I actually got a joke like that too. Anyway, so I told him, I said, me and my boys, we joke like that all the time, man. I really like that joke. He said, oh, you know, Ken, he's so humble. Oh, you want to try? You want to try me? Oh, I'm like, I can't. Come on. So he encouraged me to do it.
Yeah.
I did it.
Wait. Hold the fuck on. You got encouraged. Is this your first time getting on stage?
Yeah, it was. That was my first time. He encouraged me to.
You got encouraged by Kim Jong.
And it wasn't like he saw me. It wasn't like I kept seeing him every week. It was like he just said, "You want to try it?" I mean, like, that's saying a lot because most people are like, okay, I'm not going to invite anybody to the sacred. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I maybe saw something in me that I didn't see.
Right.
And I did some pushback at first. I'm like, nah. So I wind up doing it, and I did pretty good. And like some of the guys that've been around a while, they really enjoyed seeing me. Who was this? Oh, it's another show I'm doing on the 15th with Mike Strecker. Mike Strecker was one of the guys too. Mike Strecker was there. Boomer was there. Jerry Gilliard, I think, was still around there.
Mike Stricker or Strecker?
Strecker.
Okay. Because I know a Mike Stricker in Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, no, this is Strecker.
Okay.
So, but I'm doing a show with him on the 15th in Slidell. I haven't got all the information on that yet, but yeah, I'm gonna be on the North Shore. Yes, Nature Boy on the North Shore.
Hello.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so he.
You talking about the Hideaway?
I'm not sure yet. He still has not given me all the information.
Man,
right now, I'm living from show to show. So once I get these 2 shows this week out the way, I probably concentrate on more, and I'll hit you with some information if you could probably put it on the show.
Yeah.
But but that's how I got started doing comedy, and from there, now when I first started, I went by my real name, Nate Jackson.
Okay.
And so I started.
That's the first time I actually heard your real name, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know it was Nate.
It's good to know I'm an enigma around here, huh? Yeah. I'm the man, huh? So
there's a bunch of enigmas around here.
Yeah. What you call me? No, I'm like, I can't let this guy do. Enigma, please.
Your head in the gutter, bro. Get it out of there.
So after that, I wound up doing some other shows, and my name caught on to some other comedians, and they started they really loved working with me, and I did this place called Tyra's. It was in the French Quarters. I did Hooters. Let me tell you some of the places I did. I did comedy.
You did Hooters?
Yeah, Hooters.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I wish I could have done the girls at Hooters, but I did Hooters. So I was at the building. We did that. I did So there was one time I did comedy in the middle of a boxing ring, dude.
Nice. Jorge does shit like that, bro. I did a boxing show.
I did that because I was young and naive and hungry at the same time. But, but Jorge's a little wiser. I don't know why he's still doing that type stuff.
Well, I mean, he's got his he boxes. He does it at this place.
He's a boxer?
That's how he works out.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
I'm going to get Jorge in there.
Well, I'm not going to start a fight with him now. No.
Well, he did a show over there, and he did a sparring session before the show, I think.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the greatest. Yeah. But he got in there. He had heart.
Well, now you gave me hope, because I used to box, too.
Okay, yeah.
I took up Muay Thai kickboxing when I was in college.
He did his thing in there. I'm not getting in no boxing ring. I can tell you that right
now.
No,
I'm not.
I'm not doing that shit. I don't even look. I used to fucking street fight and shit like that. And in my head, I'm like, fuck all that shit nowadays. I don't want nothing to do with that shit no more.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I don't need none of that bullshit.
So I'm with that school. Like, some guys like to fight all the time.
Yeah.
Some guys pull out a gun. I'm on the negotiation team. Like, hey, man, let's talk about this, man. That's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all
nowadays, that's how I do. I'll fucking like try to avoid it.
Yeah.
But if I have to, I have to. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm saying I took a Muay Thai kickboxing in college, so I know how to defend myself. But I don't, I don't walk around like, man, I gotta prove something. No,
Right. No, when you do something like, because I took judo and jujitsu, it helps discipline you and stuff like that.
Yes.
And also the government helped humble me by putting me in jail and through various programs of anger management and rehabilitation. It was all needed. You know what I mean? Everything comes full circle, bro.
Yeah. That was a nice dojo you was in there, sir. You in martial arts.
I used to like judo and jiu-jitsu, bro, but it stopped after a while. I was a strong yellow belt whenever I quit.
Strong yellow belt? I don't even know what belt I was.
I started going to the streets at a young age.
But yeah, man, my comedy career, like I said, I've worked with some great people. I worked with Martin Lawrence.
Nice.
I was in a movie with him, Big Mama's House 2.
I thought you were going to say Blue Streak. I was about
No.
No. You was in Big Mama's House too?
Yeah, it was an extra.
Okay.
Nothing special, man.
That's still cool?
They did a close-up of me, like when the baby yell out bingo in the bingo hall scene.
Oh, I'm going back and watch it now.
Yeah.
Now I got to go back. See, I like that background. I got to do some background work. I'm all in Claws. I did a Jamie Kennedy movie. I did, you ever heard of the show Queen of the South?
Yeah.
I'm in a jail at one time.
That sounds like real life stuff.
Dude,
jail.
I was the only one on set who's actually been to jail, and we shot that bitch in OPP.
Is that how you got the part?
I don't know. They must have did a background. I was the only one, bruh, and they shot that bitch in OPP. And look,
oh my God.
I was on the chain gang, but I was in the front of the line, so I got good FaceTime in that bitch.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I had real FaceTime, and like a year later, I seen my buddy. He came to town. He was like, "Man, I was watching Queen of the South, and I could have swore I seen you." I was like, "Bitch, that was me. That was me. It was me." The dude behind me got shanked up. Dude, let me tell you, I had so much fun. As soon as I went into the jail cell and they had like a pack of cards on the table, I sat down and had two other people and I taught them how to play tonk. And and they were shooting this scene, right? I'm just at the fucking table and we playing tonk. They shooting this scene where the dude walks through the hallway and, you got to hoot and holler at him. And so you know how they do jail scenes and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting in the back playing tonk, and I let them do the scene, and I'm just listening and playing tonk. And everybody's just going like, woohoo! And stuff like that. I was like, oh, these bitches don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Second take came around. They started walking, and I seen them coming. I was like, oh, I'm going to dig in that asshole tonight. Yeah. That's the... Sweet little brown sugar coming down the fucking way. Dude, I started screaming shit out like that. I start screaming shit out like that, and the camera crew starts fucking crying, laughing at that bitch. I'm like, man, I got all y'all. I got everybody.
Oh, my God.
The background actors start fucking screaming and like laughing at me.
Dude.
Dog, I'm going in hard,
Yeah,
bro.
you are.
I'm digging in that booty. I mean, dog, take after take after take. They crying, laughing at me. I'm just playing cards. I'm the fucking only one in that bitch. I'm like at home. You know what I'm saying? Like,
this was definitely not your mild-mannered jail scene.
Nah, it wasn't, bro. It wasn't.
My God. I'm surprised they ain't like hit cut. Like, hey, look, you don't have to be that real.
I never watched the episode, but I want to go back and see if you could hear me yell at shit. If they took a clip like that, you know, because I was killing the room, bro. I was killing.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I was a comic at the time too, and I had a good fucking night that night.
That
bro.
is funny, man.
That background shit's fun, dog.
It is,
but
it's
not. During the pandemic, I stopped because they wanted you to start wearing all the masks, and you had to make sure.
Oh yeah, a lot of restrictions and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the restrictions. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go cut grass because I had 2 other jobs.
Cut that grass, huh?
I was like, fuck it. That was last year. 2020 was the last year I gave up my grass cutting business for.
You had your own business?
Yeah.
What was the name of it?
It was Pickles grass cutting.
Yeah. Cut the pickle.
Some shit like that. You know, I never really gave it a real name, but it was something that helped me survive. I had like 30 yards. It was something that helped me survive till this point.
Good.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
And I had to give it up because it's hard waking up at 5 in the morning and doing fucking stand up 12 o'clock at night most nights. You know
Yeah.
That shit is rough.
I know. Dealing with the sun.
Dealing with the sun on 5 hours of sleep. I did it for a year. You know what I mean? And I just couldn't do it anymore. So I had to give up comedy, but I buy selling fixed instruments with my dad too. So I had another job.
Man, you always got something going on, dude.
Yeah, man, I'm a hustler. I'm a hustler, dude. I've always been a hustler. One thing my dad gave me in life is the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing my pops gave me was the grind.
That's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what I've been doing. And I did some other things too. Like I did some commercials. I did a Saints commercial.
Nice.
I did a King's Law Firm commercial. And I done some regional stuff that was out of state.
Let me ask you this.
Never came to light back here and work with.
Is there anything in your beginning of your life that you ever got on stage in school or something that you did that kind of you didn't know you were going to be a comic on stage later in life, but it kind of like God knew and he put you there early in life? And you know what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, you have that moment where you like something's different.
Well, I mean, like you were doing something and you were like, maybe did you act in school or the theater or did you ever get on stage in any kind of way?
I was always scared to talk, read in front of people. I'm still kind of scared to read in front of people.
Yeah, I don't like reading in front of people either.
Yeah, I almost got my GED. I don't need to be reading in front of nobody right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to be
dude, that's why
I'm joking.
I don't take set lists or jokes on stage at all.
But growing up, I didn't like to do a lot of stuff public. I didn't like when the teacher called me up to go to the board. I hated that. Hated reading in front of people. I hated just anything that would bring attention where everybody's watching me and me only. Yeah. Now, if it was a group, I could do it.
Yeah.
You know, I just didn't want to feel like I had Atlas on my shoulders. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but I think the turning point for me was when my first year in high school.
Okay.
For some apparent reason, that shy, didn't talk much guy turned to more confident.
Where'd you go to high school?
Booker T. Washington.
Okay.
Booker T. Washington High School. Class of 94. I'm old. So yeah, I just turned from that shy guy to that guy just like, I don't care. And my mindset became dare to be different or dare to be rare.
Okay.
Where I don't care if I'm not wearing what everybody else is wearing.
Right.
I don't care if I'm not the most popular person. I just didn't care. Yeah. I ran my own race. I did my own thing. And I'm still kind of like that to this day. You know, even in comedy, I do my own thing, and I also work well with others, but I'm used to being like
a lot of us are loners.
Yeah,
you know, when I was in school, I was a loner. I had my set group of friends and stuff like that, but I was on my own a lot. I would run around that school and do whatever the fuck I wanted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I went to John Ehret.
Oh, you went to John Ehret?
I went to John Ehret. And
okay.
That's the biggest school in Louisiana, bro. We had a lot of fucking crazy people, you know.
I used to date a girl from John Ehret. She was real pretty, man.
Yeah, they got
broke my heart though. Broke my heart.
Them West Bank girls will break your heart, bro.
Man.
I stays away from them, you know. They wild, bro. They more gangsters than some of the dudes, you know.
I know. You be telling dudes like, man, I will fight you, but I'm gonna let my girl do it when she get off from work.
Don't make me tell my old lady, bitch.
Yeah. Wait till my girlfriend find out about how you punked me. It's gonna be some shit. But yeah, man, you're right. A lot of us are loners. I mean, we need that. I mean, that's part of that creativity. You know, with us, you know what I'm saying? Be able to have our own mind to do our own thing or whatever.
You know, I really, that's right. You know, I talk to a lot of people like this for that reason. Like, I try to find out why the fuck are we the way we are. You know what I mean?
Well, you know,
and
you heard me say this before, where this just me. Some people agree with me, some people disagree, but I believe comedy is like psychology.
Okay.
We're like psychologists. Because we're studying people while they study us.
Yeah, body language and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, dude. Like, we're talking. At the same time we're talking, our mind is moving while we're having an out-of-body experience. Like, like we're on stage talking, and we're looking at the audience like, why this guy's not looking over here?
Yeah.
What are they doing? What
I pay attention to more now than I've ever done.
You know?
Yeah.
So
I understand that completely. Because when I'm on stage, dude, I pay attention to everything I can see. You know what I'm saying?
And as a comedian, you know, you're witty.
I do that
on and off stage, and it's like a power.
Yeah, it is. You know, and I do that in real life too. Like, I watch my surroundings. You know what I'm saying? Little things about people, I take notice.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I do that. I think it's the comic fucking. It's a switch or something.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a switch or if it's just like it's just something instilled in us, but it's there.
The other day I was talking to somebody, and I noticed something while we were talking. And after I noticed it, I made up a joke so fast. And then there was something else. My mind was moving so fast. I was like, oh. It's like my mind was telling me, hey, we weren't supposed to think that fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's how it is. When you comedian, you watch things, you pay attention. You're always aware. You're always alert. You know, you're not nosy. I ain't going to say no. You're aware. You're aware. You just watch shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that is a thing that being a comedian has helped me out a whole lot of ways.
Definitely, as a person in regular life too.
Yes.
You know, because nowadays people walk around with their head down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't like walking looking at a phone. You know what I'm saying? I will walk and look down just to make sure there's no money on the ground. You know?
Yeah.
Because I find money sometimes. You ever find money, dude?
Oh, yeah. It's very rare. But I found like $1.
You found like $1 before?
Find more hope than anything. I hope I had $1. That's not it looked like $1.
I found like $80 one time.
For real?
Yeah.
You know, I lost $80. You know, that's my money, yeah, dude.
It was years ago, bro. It was years ago. That's gone. That's gone. That went straight to drugs. That was during my drug addict days.
But yeah, man. But this is. But like I said, I've done a lot of different things in comedy. Like I said, I work with movies. I open for people like Paul Mooney.
Nice,
dude. I got a chance.
You got to meet Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney.
Nice.
You know
how was he for you?
Well, when I first met him, see, this is the thing. When you meet a lot of these guys who are established, and some of them are older, some of them can be real assholes. Okay. Let's just be honest. Let's just put it out there. I'm not trying to talk about fellow comedians, but let's just be honest and transparent. So when I saw him, and I'm one of those guys, I try to be cool to everybody. Yeah. But I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not on the ass kissing committee. Definitely. That's just never was me. So I saw him, and I just, out of respect, I said, how you doing, Mr. Mooney? I'm going to be working with you tonight. And this dude like, see, this dude just growled at me? He didn't have a word for me. This dude just growled at me. So after the show, after that, I said, I'm just going to, he's in the zone. I'm going to leave him alone. And I didn't mean to be ugly or mean, but I had locked up at that point. You know what I'm saying? And so after the show, I came down. He walked up to me. Hey, how was the rest of the show? I said, it was all right. I couldn't even give him eye contact because I'm not really, because he had a little entourage and, and he could have been maybe saying, well, that's my way of saying I'm going to loosen up. Yeah. But, you got to be careful, man, because sometimes when you make an impression upon a person, you don't know
Well, that's not just surprising to me. This is not the first time somebody's told me that about Paul Mooney. I've had somebody in here who told me the same thing. Like they met Paul Mooney and he kind of grunted at him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it must be like that before I go on stage. Because, before we go on stage, bruh, we're in our head.
Yeah, it's alpha male stuff.
Yeah. So that's actually the second time somebody's told me that about Paul.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's got to be what it is. Like he was in his head about his set or something like that. And I don't like getting fucked with before my sets, too. People, being who I guess I've grown to be in our scene, people do that shit all the time. Like, and they don't mean nothing by it, but they come up to me and they're talking, and I might be trying to be in my zone for a second. You know,
one of the things why
I'm like, I don't want to. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm going over here. Leave me alone for a second.
I got a chance one time to open up for somebody that wasn't a comedian.
Wow.
A celebrity. I'm a wrestling fan. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. That's where you got the name Nature Boy from.
Okay.
But and it wasn't Nature Boy Ric Flair. I would love to work.
Who's your favorite wrestler from back in the day?
Well, probably would be Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Really?
Yeah, I like Ric Flair. But the guy Sting. I like Sting too.
The first Sting, the one with the spiky hair. Oh my God, dog. I used to be a kid. I'd be like, Sting, bitch. And when he came out with that black shit on in the bat, I was like, what happened to Sting? I guess it's time for me to stop watching wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah. He's different now. He look like the Crow.
I always went back and forth with it, but when I was a kid, bro, Sting was the fucking guy.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a big fan of him as well. But I got a chance to open up for Jake the Snake Roberts.
Ooh, Jake the Snake. My fucking neighbor loved Jake the Snake. Yeah. My partner's dad.
He was so cool, man. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, my partner's dad, and we would go to my buddy's house, and he would always be like, Jake the Snake. I would be like,
yeah, DDT.
Yeah.
He was so cool, man. He was, because it was like WrestleMania weekend.
Okay.
And the people at one of the promoters that was doing the show, he knew I was a wrestling fan. So he's like, man, you'd be perfect to open up for him. But we don't have nobody to open up for him.
Yeah.
That would be so excited like you would be, and that would be fitting. So I went up and I did some. I catered my whole entire set around wrestling.
Okay.
Around wrestling. I mean, like I did some of my original stuff and my normal stuff, but I was around wrestling. I did imitations of other wrestlers. Like I did Vince McMahon. You know what I'm saying? Because Vince McMahon do that funky walk.
Old Vince.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. Damn it, I did all of that.
That young Vince.
Yeah, Macho Man. I did jokes about, oh yeah, brother, yeah. Can you dig it? I'm here with Pickles, yeah. So I did The Rock. I was doing all kind of crazy stuff. But it was a fun time. And that's truly one of the days that I could say in comedy that it really didn't feel like
You did The Rock and you lift your eyebrow. You could do that.
I got to figure out which one I can do.
You just did the left one. You did.
Yeah. So I'm good. So the left is me.
Yeah.
The left.
The left one's one.
Is that how it works? I'm right-handed, so my left is the best one. Is that how it works?
You can do it better than me, but that motherfucker.
You don't know.
How the fuck does Rock move one eyebrow from here to here? That's just crazy.
I know how.
Like you lifted yours well. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that shit.
You got to imitate a stroke. That's it. Just make your face lopsided.
We should get Brandon Bruffin in here to do
Oh
that.
My God! Don't do that. Don't do that. That ain't right. Brandon, I didn't say that.
I love you, Brandon.
Oh my God. But yeah, that was a really cool, fun time. I mean, that was like one of those out the box. That was like a treat as far as like in comedy,
Yeah.
But it was fun though, and I like I said, I worked with a lot of different people, and I did Jamie Foxx's Laugh-A-Palooza, the comedy festival in Atlanta. So I met a lot of comedians from Comic View and stuff like that.
I like the fucking the networking thing of comedy, bro. Cause
it's great.
You gotta. I've been getting bookings from going to other states and being friends and killing rooms in other states, and bookers see me and people just befriend you.
Yes.
And now you got fucking I got shit on my schedule right now.
I just left New Mexico. I did this place called the Dry Heat Comedy Club.
Okay.
So that was cool. And then right after that, I did a show at this place called the Red Room. So yeah, so it's cool, man.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I had fun.
Let's see. What is your first influence to comedy, you think? Think back further. Before you were a comic and anything, What was your first comedy influence?
My first comedy influence. Wow. Probably Richard Pryor.
Richard?
Oh my God,
He's
Richard.
a good one.
See, Richard was one of the guys. He was so well rounded.
Yeah.
Cause Richard could tell a story, just like a Bill Cosby. He could tell a story just as good as a Bill Cosby. Just lead you up there, right?
Yeah.
He can do impersonations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He could do physical comedy.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he could do.
He's a well-rounded, all the way rounded.
Yeah, dude. He could actually, and that's why like he got a lot of movie roles.
Yeah.
This dude was actually in Superman.
He
Think
was
about
in
it.
Superman?
Yeah, he was in with that Superman 4, Superman 3.
I didn't know that.
He actually got a movie deal with doing Superman. He wasn't Superman himself, but he was in the movie. You know,
he was in the movie.
He was the comic relief. They tried not to acknowledge it, but he was there.
Yeah.
He was there.
I didn't know that. That's what's up.
Yeah, Superman 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, Richard is one of my favorites. He's one of the guys that influenced me. Yeah. He was dirty. I wasn't a dirty comedian. I'm not a dirty comedian now, but I just love him.
And that's one thing I like about you. You stay away from all the curse words and the really dirty shit.
Yeah, I might have adult themes, but I don't really have, I'm not nasty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all about marketing yourself, too.
True.
A lot of times comedians want to do shows, but there's a market that a lot of us don't even tap into. It's just having clean shows or doing churches or stuff like that.
I want to try doing that, bro. I know I got the time. I just got to keep the
look, I promise you, as soon as I get a show or get something, I definitely want to add you, because I've been said that a long time ago. You can work so many different areas. And
yeah, Toulouse actually came in when I met Toulouse. Shout out Toulouse, Alabama.
Yes.
He came in and he heard my set and he was like, "Dude, you need to do Baptist churches.
You would be perfect."
And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What? Baptist churches?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I would." I said, "Man, well, bring me to one, dude, because I don't know what you're talking about right now."
I can see it now. Mm-hmm. Pickles and fried chicken. Because they have chicken at the church every event.
Do they?
Yeah, that's the Baptist bird.
Okay.
You got to have some chicken after the event.
Hell yeah.
That would be a nice name for pickles and chicken. Hey.
Hello.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Richard is one of my favorites, man.
Anybody else?
Oh man, I'll be up here all day, man. We can say everybody, man. Lenny Bruce.
Oh shit, that's the first time when somebody said Lenny, bro. I like Lenny myself. He's I got to do
Richard Pryor.
I got to do
Lenny Bruce.
You ever did comedy in a strip club?
No. I've never done. I think I'll be too distracted.
Dude, I got to do comedy in the filthiest strip club on the West Bank, and it was fucking great.
Is that strip club that's open like in the daytime?
I don't know.
Like 3 o'clock in the evening?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like the Red Velvet or some shit. It's in Marrero.
It's in Marrero?
Yeah. But like 4 or 5 was me, Kevin Little, Brandon Bruffett, and I brought my partner from Atlanta there. He came through.
Okay.
Man, his name's slipping my mind right now, but it was fun, Brandon.
So how did it work? It was like in between the dances, they would have a comedian.
No, we just fucking went. We actually went from Howlin' Wolf one Thursday night, and we went over there. Kevin Little hit me up and was like, "Yo, we got a fucking show in Marrero."
So y'all didn't get like stuff through at y'all?
Nah,
they like, man, we waiting on
Brandon. Almost did.
Bambi, and you on stage.
Brandon didn't have a good set that night, but everybody else, we fucking did great. You know what I mean?
Damn. So it was like they devoted that time just for comedy?
Yeah, it was a dude that some comic came in from out of town. He said he was a touring comic, and he hosted a show. It was like 5 of us.
That's interesting.
And we never did it again. But
I know you was doing that show like this damn pole in my way.
They had a boxing ring in the middle of the strip club.
Man, what kind of strip club
and
this is?
And then it had an L-shaped fucking stage in that bitch for the strip
club. It's like an event center. He putting all kind of stuff.
It was crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it, bro.
Ain't just a strip club.
I was like, what the fuck? we gonna do it? I almost wanted. They didn't let us get in the ring, but I wanted to. I wanted to. Ding, ding, ding. Bitch.
Oh my God, that's hilarious, dude. Yeah, but no, I've never done a strip club. I never done a strip club as far as doing comedy. But I've done like an apartment complex.
Okay.
In the middle of an apartment complex.
Dude, you know what we
in
did?
the mall.
You done some mall work?
In the New Orleans East. Remember they used to have the mall in New Orleans East?
Which one?
It's a Lowe's now. It's right there in New Orleans East.
Which one was it?
I forgot the name of it, but they used to have a mall.
Because I was younger. My mall back in the day was Belle Promenade. That was mine.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
damn, that's a Lowe's now too, believe it or not.
Yeah, it is, actually. Lowe's took over all the old malls.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny, dude. I ain't never heard, you the first person in a long time saying that name. I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, bro. They got the arcade. The arcade was in front of it. That bitch is cursed. That building is cursed now. Nothing can survive there. The arcade was the only thing that ever survived there. There's been like 12 fucking businesses die there.
Damn.
You know, it's the only building there that doesn't fucking survive with
it's
the
like
business.
A ghost that's trapped.
Yeah.
That want his money back from one of the games.
I think the owner I think the owner's like, fuck that. I'm still here. Y'all can't have it.
Exactly.
You know, y'all don't get to make money.
But yeah. I've done comedy in some weird spots. But it's fun. It's a learning it was a learning curve, you know.
Yeah.
But if I can go back, I wouldn't take it back, but I would probably in some cases, not everyone, but some cases I probably would say, no, I'm not going to do this. And that's why I sometimes, and it's all about keeping the respect of comedy. Because sometimes, I know sometimes people will pray all night, oh man, this guy want to do comedy so bad. Let's ask the dude if he'll do comedy at Blam. Yeah. And it's like, this is not a good place.
So we're going to have to wrap up in a second, but this is one more question I want to ask you.
Yes.
Since you're like a 20-year vet in New Orleans, from the time you began to the time now, till today, what do you think is the biggest or best lesson you can put out there for people?
The best,
that you've learned, that you've grown about yourself.
To don't force it, to enjoy what you do. Also, to, you know, I see a lot of comedians compete with each other, and it's not about competing.
Yeah.
I know we both do the same thing. But it's all about putting blinders on and enjoy what you do and stop catering to trying to impress you. You not my consumer. The audience is my consumer.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they try to force themselves, and I got to have a brand new joke because I want Pickle to see this brand new joke.
Right.
It's not about Pickle seeing it. Sometimes you do shows on the road and you do the same jokes, and it's funny every week because there's a different audience.
Yeah.
It's the first time they hear it.
Yeah.
But we so concerned about what he thinks.
Right.
You know, and sometimes we'll beat ourselves up trying to force ourselves with this joke, force ourselves with that, and then it come across as like, it's not funny. He looks so sad, pushing this, it's not working, and whatever. You let it happen. It's an organic thing.
I like that.
It's organic. It's all about, you know.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's all about being true to yourself.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, that's what's up. Thank you for coming in today. Promote one more time everything you got.
Okay, so this Thursday I will be at the Howlin' Wolf. The name of my show is called Comedy Gumbo. So I'll be there. I produce it. I perform. I do the music. I host it, and I also have Kerry B. He's another comedian. He's going to be there.
Hell yeah.
Well, man, I'll tell you, it's funny. Boy,
he's funny.
Oh, my God. Some people deemed him, called him the Godfather of comedy. Then you have Red Bean, who's the host, the founder, the photographer, the videographer. Man, Red Bean is all over the place. He's very funny.
A mentor of mine.
Oh, yeah.
I love him to death.
Yeah, very smart, very smart. So we do that every Thursday at the Howlin' Wolf at 8 o'clock, and we start at 8 o'clock. It's called Comedy Gumbo. And then Friday, the following day, I'm going to be at McKinley's Irish Pub.
Okay.
And that starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Comedy, Rivertown Comedy Showcase.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Boomer Doe and Jorge Velasquez, Brandon Hayes. It's going to be a great show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And where can they follow you online?
You can follow me at Comedy Gumbo on Instagram, Facebook, and you also, too, can follow me. I'm going to give you my personal. I'm on Facebook under Nathaniel Jackson. I'm the guy with the red jacket.
There you go.
That's me.
Okay.
Yeah. So, because there's a lot of Nathaniel Jacksons that I just found out.
Yeah, that could be a white person's name too, Nathaniel.
Yes, that's right. That's very. it ain't like my name Aloysius, Leroy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm Nathaniel.
Hell yeah. Also, I got dates I'm going to promote October right now. We'll be at Annex in Algiers, you guys. That's going to be October 5th. Let's see. I got also, I got the 13th in Mississippi. I got, I think it's Tuscan Casino.
What?
Let's see. The 16th is Comedy House New Orleans. October 16th, I'll be headlining Comedy House New Orleans on my birthday.
What?
On my birthday.
You working on your birthday?
I'm working on my birthday, bro.
That's all right. Happy early birthday.
Thank you, brother. Friday the 21st, I have a show with Red Bean, actually. Red Bean hit me up. He has not given me the details for that yet, so I won't plug it. But I got to hit him.
Send a shout out to Being Wanted. Being Wanted.
Yeah, 30th at Bière Bar.
Yes.
The last Sunday of every month, 30th at Bière Bar. And actually, the 29th at another bar, I have a show that me, Marcus Bond, and Mike Hall, Comedy Jam.
Nice.
At the 29th, you know.
29th.
And that's my October.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
I'm trying,
man, you doing the damn thing, dude.
I'm trying. This week I got Alabama. I'm headlining, bro, which is nice because I get to bring my first time I get to bring somebody to open for me somewhere.
Nice.
You know, they get paid.
So who's opening?
I'm bringing Karen Chapman.
Nice. That's good. Oh yeah, she's funny.
She is funny.
Oh man, that's a good compliment to you. Yeah, I can see that. That's nice.
Yeah, dude, I've been struggling trying to figure out who I'm gonna bring and shit. Like I asked a few people, and I was like, all the guys that I fucking asked got shit going on. Let me bring a girl. Let me bring a lady.
Well, you know what? That's
one of our ladies of comedy.
That's my thing. You know, when it comes to comedy, and that's another thing I want to. When you ask me that question, I want to add this to it too. I'm all about helping people.
Yeah,
and that's how you keep this whole thing going, helping people. I'm all about reaching from people off stage and bringing them up. You know what I'm saying? You can't be those guys like, well, this is my spot. I've been here this long.
Right.
You know, it's not about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You bring the people up around you because if they come up, you come up.
Yeah, these guys be holding on.
If I come
my
up,
spot,
you come up. Yeah.
A dog name spot, liver spot. Man, no, it's all about helping these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Pulling somebody from up on stage and like, hey man, get his kid a chance.
Just like Kim did for you, bro.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about today at Pickles House. Help your fellow man and lady out, you guys. Thank you, brother, for coming in.
Thank you.
Love you, my brother. I
love you
appreciate
too, man. I
coming
appreciate
in,
you.
man.
Thank you so much for having me. This is fun.
Y'all subscribe, like, and share, y'all. Thank you. Nature Boy, baby. Y'all have a good day. Later.